additions to the agenda? We don't? Gee. You gentlemen have anything?
I need like 15 minutes for non-elected.
Okay.
I make a motion to have 15 minutes executive session for non-elected personnel.
Second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We'll have an executive session for 15 minutes.
I have my annual noxious weed eradication report that I send into the state every year, and it goes through, just basically informs KDA, financial, and then it goes through what I sprayed and what I sold and everything.
Thing we do every year.
Yep, yep. It also includes a weed survey. They give me 10 sections of ground every year to survey, and I send in my random sampling of that every year. So.
Well, I'm good weed.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and second to allow Brian to submit his annual noxious weed eradication program to the state. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, on the second page is place where you can all sign.
Signatures.
Did your team win last night in the Super Bowl? Mine did.
I didn't either.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, I'm always for Pittsburgh.
It didn't really make that much difference to me.
That's up in Arizona.
I said something about Pittsburgh winning the other night, and my daughter said, why?
That's kind of the way I felt. The worst thing is, end of the first half, when Arizona was on the 2-yard line, Braden was watching me, he goes, "We're going to throw an interception for a touchdown." And they did.
I said same.
He's psychic.
I sent him to bed.
Your
after
son
that.
is, you did. Your son is psychic.
Do you need copies?
All right.
There we are.
Thank
At least
you
we're
very much.
compliant in one area.
You betcha.
Okay, I make a motion we approve these corrections to the tax roll.
I second it.
It's been moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Anything else? Recess. Okay.
I've been doing some research for the fire department stuff, and I've gone through and broke down the run numbers for each station in the county, and I'm working on getting all the equipment inventories and stuff, and the conditions as far as mileage and year model and stuff on a lot of the trucks. So last year for 2008 we had a total of 110 fire runs. I went in and broke them down into different types. We had 47 wildland fires, which that consists of grass, tree, brush piles, tree fires, you know, etc. Had 27 vehicle accidents, vehicle or / equipment fires. We had 8, and we had 5 structure fires, and then we had miscellaneous fires, you know, standbys. We had a couple of fuel spills, stuff like that. We had 13 of those, just miscellaneous ones. So, breaking them down per station, Maxville Station had 15 runs last year. St. John had 44. The Hudson Station had 31. Stafford Station had 32. Radium Station had 15. Zenith had 8, and Seward had 25. So, and a lot of the runs with Seward, Radium, and Hudson anytime one of them gets paged out, all 3 stations respond.
So you have Hudson and Seward both going together then?
Yeah, Hudson, Seward, and Radium pretty much all run together, just simply because there's not that many people up there anymore. So
Seward had how many?
Seward had 25.
25.
Yeah. So a lot of those runs with those 3 stations up there, you can kind of combine them. But I didn't go that far in my research than I did. So, but and like I say, we've got some equipment, and I know with the budget meeting and stuff that we're going to have here in the future, some of the equipment I feel like could maybe be moved around, some of the newer equipment moved around where it's going to get used more. But as soon as I get all my data and stuff collected, I'll look into that a little bit more and discuss it with you guys and kind of see where we're at.
Well, the reasonable people, if that has the most runs, it have better.
Yeah,
better
should have the newer equipment. So, as of right now, the 2 newest trucks, the brush trucks would be the 1-tons. We have one in Seward and one in Zenith. The one in Seward, I think it's got like 3,000 miles on it. It's in good condition. The one in Zenith only has 1,000 miles on it. So, and like I say, Zenith had 8 runs last year. So, but like I say,
Well, they've had problems for a while, man, that over there, were they Zenith, or they?
to my knowledge, there's only like maybe 3 or 4 people that run out of that station, and they're only usually there during the day when the co-op's open, sometimes. The other day when they had a run over in Reno County, me and one other person grabbed a truck from there and went, because there was nobody around at the co-op to respond, so. You know, and if nothing else, we could put one of the older pieces of equipment over there that's not gonna get run that much. This, it's not, we're not gonna have to be putting a lot of expense into repairing it because it's making multiple runs and stuff. So, that's another option that I've thought about, but, I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about, so we'll discuss it.
That's interesting to know how many runs they're making,
Yeah, well, that's what I got to thinking too. I mean, we've got a lot of these departments down here that make the most amount of runs. Not necessarily these ones down here, but the ones that make the most runs, they've got some of the oldest equipment too. So that's why I was thinking, try to figure some of this stuff up, get some data put together, and kind of look at it and see what we can do. Because then I think that I'd like to start putting it into the budget too, to where, every 3-4 years or something, we can look at replacing one of these older pieces of equipment. Because the next thing I want to do is go through, I'll have to get with Michelle on this, but I want to go back and look at all of our maintenance costs with some of this equipment and see, if the ones that are starting to nickel and dime us a lot, we should maybe consider trying to replace that, or, do something there to help us save money.
Speaking of that too, I noticed on your vouchers and stuff, I'd asked that you maybe identify what vehicle this goes.
Yeah, we've been putting the vehicle number, that gets the repair, but sometimes when.
I mean, on fuel.
Oh, yeah, on the fuel.
For those tickets you just said. and
They've been doing it on the little individual receipts, but when we get like the big bill from the co-op, it's not broken down.
But they need to write on the individual receipt what the truck was,
Yeah,
number, then you bring the receipts into you, then we can.
Yeah, and they have been doing that. And the other thing I've thought about doing is maybe putting like getting like a card made up to where, each time you fill up the truck, you write down, mileage, gallons, whatever. And then at the end of the month, they can turn those cards in and we'll see, how many times they filled up and stuff like that.
Keep track where it's going.
Yeah.
Sure it's up there.
So,
I think it's a good idea. We do have a mileage log
yeah.
on all county vehicles.
Yeah. So, but I can get something together for that, and like I say, with the cost of repairs and stuff, I know some of the trucks, some of the older trucks, it's getting to the point to where we're putting a lot more money into them than what they're worth, really. But at the same time, I know we're tight on the budget, and we can't just go out and buy new trucks every time we turn around either, so. But, The other truck at Maxville right now it's down again. The big yellow truck that they have over there, the pump is down on it. So, and currently their small 1-ton truck is down too. The clutch went out of it Friday night when they were responding to a fire. I shuffled the truck down from up north, an extra truck down there, so they still got two used functional trucks over there right now. So we're not completely out of commission, but we're gonna work on trying to get their Dodge over to Stafford to Jerry's and have him get the clutch fixed on it.
So we have 3 units down now? Or 2?
Yeah, well, 3 actually, I guess, because the Hudson truck that went down last fall, but we took the deuce and a half from down here, the big 6x, we took it and put it at Hudson because we just had it stored down at the county shop.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't have any place to put it, so just gave it a home up there. So basically, I mean, we're not uncovered, but yeah, we do have 3 trucks down. So, but I got to figure it out. I was thinking last night too. We've got, for county fire trucks, we have, I think we have 12 trucks that are in operation. No, I take that back. We've got 12 trucks total, and we've only got 2 down right now. So,
You got plenty of.
yeah, we still got plenty of equipment.
Now, does that include the pumper truck?
No, that wasn't counting that truck. I was thinking more like brush trucks and stuff. So, but yeah, including the pumper truck, we'd actually have 13. And probably, if you include the other truck that's broke down, it'd be 14 trucks total. So we've got plenty of equipment.
Now, the pumper truck isn't for grass fires, right?
No.
It's for structure fires?
It's
only.
for structure fires.
Haul water on
We can haul water with it. We've got the jaws equipment on it. So yeah, that's basically what it's. Then that was its primary purpose when we got it, is because by having a truck like that in the county, also can improve the ISO rating for the county. Because before, you know, the maximum amount of water or pump capacity that we had was probably about 300 gallons per minute. Well, by ISO ratings, that doesn't do anything at a structure fire, because a lot of times you need a lot more water in order to do some good. So that was the primary goal for getting that truck, is just to help improve our insurance ratings. So, but the other problem we're running into is the fact that we've only got we've got 3 tankers in the county that can haul water. So that's our next thing that I think we should look at, is trying to get at least 1 or maybe 2 more tankers if possible. I know one of the trucks at Maxville now, they've set it up to where it's got a large gate valve on the back of it where they can dump water real quick and use it as a tanker if we need it. But as far as large capacity tankers, we've only got 2, one at Stafford and one at Hudson. So, and I think the way I understood it when Jason left, he put in for that Fire Act grant again, and we're still waiting on that. But that was one of the things that he was putting in for on that grant, is to get us, maybe try to get another tanker. So,
now, is that from the Forestry Service?
no, that's through FEMA.
FEMA.
Yeah, and I actually just got a call from them this morning too. They were wanting to know, you know, who was in charge now, because they asked for Jason while he's not here, but they sent out a survey, and then they were needing the survey completed so that they could process the application. So that may be a good thing for us if they're processing it. So, but they emailed it to me, and I got to get it filled out and get it sent back to them. So.
What would it take to fix a Maxwell truck?
Well, basically for right now, if we just put a different pump motor on it, it could be used. But in talking to Rob and Troy, they said that the transmission's making some funny noises as well. It's been well used.
Yeah.
It's got lots of, I think it's like an 83 or 86 model or something like that. So, it's seen its days. Cause that was one of the trucks that we were considering maybe trying to replace here a while back, but, we just kinda tabled it and decided to wait and see if we could get by. So, but that might be something and that we could look at, pulling something out of the reserve fund to, get a truck to put back over there. Or, like I say, the other thing I was considering, we could maybe even shut the Zenith station down, or just take an old mini unit and stick over there. Because there's typically not that many, there's hardly anybody around. They had 8 runs last year. So we could take, they've got a
You
big
can have that on
ton.
Stafford probably.
Yeah,
around here too,
exactly. So, because Stafford's, I think, only, what, 5 miles from Zenith or something like that. So, and Stafford's always got people around. They can always get somebody out of Stafford. So, that was the thought that I had. I know it's gonna cause a turmoil, but, that's something I was thinking about for budget reasons. We could cut down on that and put that equipment where it's gonna be used, because Zenith has a 2-ton 4-wheel drive truck over there now that, we could swap with the Maxfield truck, and then we could take that new mini truck and stick it somewhere. So, I'd like to put it here, but like I say, I don't have any room to put it, so, but, that's some options I've been thinking out, and I'll have to weigh out and see how it goes, but, might be some ways that we can save some money too.
Could that be put where that radium trucks need the bed changed, or?
Yeah, that was another thought too. We could put it up there, because they're wanting to replace that, or, the radium, the big truck at Radium, the cabin chassis on it is in good shape. All it needs is a tank and a pump put onto it. And that was one thing that Harold had mentioned, is taking the truck that's broke down from Hudson and just putting the bed and stuff over on that Radium truck. And that's what he estimated that was gonna probably cost her anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 to switch it over. So.
The one at Hudson's not any good anymore, did you have the chassis on it?
Yeah, the chassis, I think, is pretty well shot on it too. So, but like I say, they've got the 6x that was here at Hudson now, so they're not short any equipment. So.
I don't understand what it cost that much to switch that over.
I don't know. So, and I don't know how fast they can get it switched over either.
Where would that have to go to?
Probably, I'm assuming probably Harold would do it, I don't know. Be the only person I know of that could do it. Unless we do some checking around, so.
My thought is this utilizes this equipment as well as we can, and that looks like a way that we could utilize that truck.
Yeah, because like I say,
Not have to buy a new one.
exactly, I mean, the truck, the cabin chassis from Radium, from what Harold's told me, is in good shape. It's just that the tank was leaking on it and the pump was bad, so that's why they took it out of service. So, but, that's, like I said, we've got lots of options out there. We just need to decide which one's gonna be the best and most efficient.
What would you think about checking someplace else to see what it would cost to change that tank and pump?
We can do that. I'm guessing probably Harold's gonna be the cheapest person, in all honesty, just simply because his labor charges for us are the cheapest that we can find. Because I think Jerry charges, $40 an hour for service, or for labor, which is about the going rate for a lot of places. Actually, I think some of the dealerships now are $60. So, but I mean, it's not gonna be real cheap, but it'll be cheaper in the long run by doing something like that than trying to, like you said, trying to buy a new truck.
If we can just utilize what we got.
Yeah.
So is the Radium truck that needs the tank's just rusted out, is that?
That's the way I understood it. I haven't seen the tank, but from what Harold was telling me, that it leaked pretty bad, and I think the actual pump on it was.
Are most of the
shot.
pilot guys anymore?
A lot of them now are fiberglass or poly. We've gone to a lot of poly tanks, so. But, like I say, I mean, we're not short, but yet we've got a lot of equipment that can be better utilized, I feel.
That's
So-
what, yeah.
Okay. Did you send a truck south?
Yeah, we sent 2 trucks south. We actually took the Zenith truck, and then we took the truck from here in St. John. We went down there, the fire that, we've actually started out going to one fire, then we called back and they said, no, go to another fire. And then just before we got there, we ended up on a new fire. So, but one of the fires that they had that was, we could see it from where we were at, it ended up being like about 11,000 acres. And then, the one that we were on, I would easily guess that it was probably 2,000 to 3,000 acres maybe. But it was, I mean, it was dark and it was hard to see for sure. I mean, basically anywhere you look, you can see fire.
How many cabins down in the southern end, do they all show up down there, Carver and all, they all respond?
I don't know if they're, I never heard if any of them went down or not. I know there was several counties from Kansas that were there. We ran into Seward County. They were down there on the fire that we were on. And they said that there was other counties down there, but I never ran into them. They may have been on a different fire too. So.
That's, I guess I was wondering, looks like the one, lots of the ones would be the closest to the,
Well, right, and that's what I was wondering too, is, and like I say, they may have sent somebody down, I don't know. But after going down there, and realizing where we were at, probably I'll be more reluctant about sending anybody that far. It was a lot further than what we anticipated.
well, they contact you and ask you to come down, or?
No, they sent out a teletype to all the dispatches in Kansas looking for help. So, they had departments from Texas, down around Oklahoma City, they had departments up there helping out with all these, because at one time, I think they had, from what I saw in the news reports, they had like 9 fires going up in that area. And the thing with that area is the country is so rough with canyons and lots of cedar trees, and it's just really rough country. So that's why they bring so many resources in, is because you never know where that fire is going to come out at. It can burn down a canyon for a couple of miles and then pop out and burn across the tops for, however far, and then it'll drop off into another canyon.
Where was this at?
It was, where we ended up was north of Moreland, which Moreland is just, Moreland's I think like 10, maybe 12 miles to the east of Woodward. So basically from Coldwater, it'd be straight south.
Coldwater.
So, yeah, that's let's say it. It's a little farther than what I anticipated we were going to end up, so probably if it ever happened again, I don't know. I'd have to weigh out the situation and see exactly how bad it was. And so, but at the same time, I was comfortable because I knew we didn't have a shortage of equipment here. We had more than enough equipment to handle anything that we would have in our county. So that's why I opted to only send 2 small trucks to assist however we could. Because I like the good neighbor policy, thinking that if, they need help, if we ever need help in a situation, that we're gonna get the same treatment. So, but, I know, when we helped out in Barber County too, they were very appreciative of us coming down, so. But like I say, I don't know that we'll go that far next time. That's a lot farther than I anticipated, so. Probably, I would say state line, would probably be our limit, close to it right there, so, depending on the situation. But like I say, I think it's good to help out neighbors and, knowing that we'll get the same treatment in return, so. But anyway, so I think that's about it for the fire side. Here's the EMS runs for last week. They did have an EMS run on Saturday to close out the month, which it's not on there, but it's pretty uneventful, so.
Well, two more than last week.
Yeah. So, and then, here's a bid that we got from Dirks on the external hard drive to put at the office. So, looking at that, it didn't sound like too bad of a price
Yeah.
for a hard drive and for them to come in and set it up and everything. So,
$99.99.
yeah.
I make a motion, we accept this bid from Dirks.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Did you get, you said QuickBooks has been ordered?
I gave it to Angie and told her to handle it.
Yeah, so, I don't know, I haven't, she's, out on internship today, I think, so.
She is?
I think she is. Sort of, that's what's on the schedule, so. Okay. What's this about here? Have a new boss yet, or do you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Thank you, TJ.
Yep.
Hello. Fine. I just brought this to share with you. I got that in the mail because I'm kind of an employee of Pratt Regional Medical Center when I worked for Dr. Farmer, and that's what they're sending out on their cutbacks. So I just thought it was interesting. Some of the things they're doing.
Parker, Central Kansas Medical Center, showed black on them,
Heard that.
friend has been there 30 years and she got laid off.
And they're building more on it.
Yeah, it makes no sense, does it?
That's what I thought. They
They're
were
building
a
that
big
new
building
hospital
project,
and
like big
surgery
law.
center.
Mm-hmm.
But I know of 3 of the girls from Central Kansas Medical Center was what they said about the rest of the surgery center.
Yeah. We can copy that, yeah.
Sure, I would listen. The other thing is, on those countertops at the health department, I got a bid from CTS, which is Ben Long, and it's about a third of what the first bid was. What he's gonna do is just use the existing counter and just replace the stuff on it. So that's the bid for that. It's a third. The last one was like 2,500, and that was 80%. And I'm still waiting to hear from the lady from Hayes. She had surgery, so I don't know how quick she'll get around to doing that. It's better than last one, huh?
Yeah.
Are you ready to go with this bid then?
He's supposed to bring me samples.
Okay.
When I get the samples, I'll know more.
Okay.
And then, you guys gave us the okay to purchase a computer a while back. We're not gonna do that. We went upstairs and got one of the district courts when they were there. And then, usually we have the carpets cleaned by Pro Clean. Janice and I clean them for $17. We borrowed the carpet cleaner that EMS has. So, since I'm not spending that money,
Here it comes.
can I buy new shades for my office and 2 exam rooms in the other office? The one I wanted was, actually, when I went online, I thought I'd better get samples of these too. Now, this is the one that matches, and it's like twice as high as the one that's the cheap ones. But it's like $240 for all 3 rooms. 'Cause I got,
Oh, 20% off, there you go.
well, actually, it's 30% off if I order by tomorrow. So it'll be about $240.
I said, just,
Is that okay?
I say, let's go ahead with it.
And then the rest of that, we'd like to paint, and we'll do all the work ourselves. If you don't mind, we go to the lumberyard and just get the paint. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it needs it. It's getting kind of.
Have to freshen up once in a while.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then the edges around your reception area? You
He
gonna have the
hasn't
guy-
given me the bid. countertops that Janice has that pink formica on it. It's pretty ugly, but it's peeling back. And so Ben was supposed to see how much it would cost to overload that too. Because it, I mean, anybody could take that top off. Okay. That's all I have. You guys have
I think I'd
anything?
like to ask for an executive session for about 10 minutes. I'd like to-
I just don't know who's gonna put these up, because I know I'm not.
Motion's been made and seconded to go into executive session to discuss non-elected personnel for
10 minutes,
10
15,
minutes.
better.
10?
15, that'd be good,
15.
15 maybe.
Anything else? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
That's the only.
We are adjourned.